Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mike Kern with the Missouri Valley Football Conference here with Tyler Starr, the Starr linebacker of South Dakota. And the Coyotes game this weekend against Youngstown State. Youngstown State comes in ranked number 10 in the country. South Dakota has won 3 of their last 4 games, losing a game last week for the first time in a month. But back at home where they haven't lost a game all year. How are you, Tyler?
Doing good. Just got done with practice, so
Great.
ready for this week to come.
Going to ask a couple questions about your career, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Youngstown State's game this weekend and maybe what you're going to do after your career. But first of all, talk a little bit about the Coyotes season this year. Off to a slow start, but then a switch of quarterback, and the team seemed to be a little bit energized, and they've had the 3-game win streak, and of course ranked high in the nation in terms of pass defense. Talk a little bit about your season.
Like I said, started off with a win, and went down to Northern Arizona. Played a really tough team. We started off slow in the beginning, just within first quarter, first half, couldn't really put points on the board. Went back to the drawing board, moved some guys around, started making plays a little bit, and went to Kansas, and I think we got on the board early down there. And, then we kind of had trouble closing games, and we had that problem last year too, but we're a team that keeps fighting, so we kept grinding, finding guys who were really ready to make plays on the field, whether they were freshmen or seniors, and finally we're starting to kind of put things together here.
Of course, you've had a great career, and it's continuing this year. You're a member of the Buchanan a watch list for the top 20 defensive players in the nation, and a shot to win that award. But talk a little bit about you as a leader on this team, with a lot of young players getting a lot of minutes played this year. Talk a little bit about what you do as a leader on this team.
Just try to, first of all, do the right things. All right things on the field. I want the guys to be able to look up to me. It's hard to be a leader, and when you're messing up off the field or not making your play on the field. So I like to start off and let my teammates know that they can count on me. If I'm supposed to be spill a block out to my inside linebacker or my safety, I got to know that I'm going to be there. I'm going to I trust them to make that play. Little things like that, and just the positive encouragement. And it makes it easier to be a leader when there's other leaders on this team. We have Devin Taverna, safety, Aaron Swift. Those guys are veterans back there, and on the D line we're pretty young, but we got a lot of guys stepping up from last year to this year.
And of course, you're a student athlete, and student is part of that. So talk a little bit about your schooling and what your major is in, and what you're going to do after school in terms of if you're not playing on Sunday, what you're going to use your education for.
I'm going to graduate this December. Out of the catalog, I'm actually going to be graduating with a recreation degree, just to the fact that I can graduate that semester and give the next level the shot at my best shot. I don't have to worry about school. But I think I'm a total of 6 credits away from having an exercise science major and a sport management major. Those are 2 things that I want to be able to go back to school for either way. And I plan on trying to start a fitness facility where called Starr Power Fitness, something that I've been working on past 2 or 3 years here. And I want to be a facility that can just trying to live healthy, performance, and then also try and get involved with an OT and a PT and do some rehabilitation in there. So kind of almost like a field house, but with a wellness part too added on there.
That's great. Well, let's talk about this weekend's game. Youngstown State, they're coming in at 7-1. They're ranked 10th in the country. Obviously a tough opponent. They score a lot of points. They move the ball with proficiency on offense, and that's something that your team has done very well with limiting points and limiting yards against. Talk about your defense and Youngstown State this weekend.
Youngstown State, they're a really good team. Beat Southern Illinois. And I think they played big Michigan State. Michigan State had a little upper hand on them, but played them tough, and got a really good quarterback, veteran quarterback. Running back just came in here. I think this might be his first year, redshirt freshman. I'm not sure, but runs downhill. They love the veer game. They're going to try and hit us vertical early, and they have tough defense. And I think that if we can just make our fits and trust everybody to do their job, I think it's going to be, one of those Missouri Valley games that are going to come down to the fourth quarter and, down to the who makes fewer mistakes, who has fewer penalties, and who controls the ball.
Well, this game, of course, this weekend is being featured on our league TV package, so we're excited to be coming up there to see you play and the rest of the Coyotes and Youngstown State, of course, too. So it should be a great game. We're looking forward to it, and thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.